Hello, everybody. Robbie here, and I'm going to keep saying it again. The Mental Health Systems Act. We need to protect the vulnerable. We need to protect the innocent. I mean, so much is going on, and there is so much deflection, but there's so much negativity going on in this world, and especially in this country, of course. With the Democrats, and I'm going to say it, the Democrats trying to twist everything around and making things bad for the American people. A lot of them are good, but there's also a lot of evil ones, and I call them the liberal socialist people. Okay, right from the beginning, they've done nothing but trying to do destruction of the United States, of the Western world, and the way we live our lives. Okay, the match was lit when COVID-19 came out. Okay, and a lot of lives were lost, including my son's. And I'm going to say it again, okay? He lost his life in a jail out west in Nevada. Okay, I live on the East Coast. All right, and he had a lot of drug issues in the past, and he just got caught up with a lot of things and a lot of mental issues. All right, in the end of the day, his own hands caused him to do drug addiction, of course, and as well as own hands put him in jail. But he had a lot of mental issues, like I said, and they had to take him away out of the population a lot of the times. But he was very sick in jail. And when they released him, they never tested him for COVID. And this happened, in 2021, August of 2021. Okay, he had just turned 30 that year in 21, okay? Just turned 30, okay? And I'm going to say this again. So many people were forced to have the injections. Otherwise, they lost their jobs. Military, forget about it. They had to have it. They had to have it no matter what. But then again, like I said, when my son was released, they didn't even test him for it. And a lot of immigration, they didn't test the people that illegally came into the United States. And instead, they took care of them and put them in homes, and our tax dollars took care of everything. And President Trump, thank God for him, came along and took care of a lot of the situation. And yeah, he wasn't voted in because it was, whatever election, how it was set. He was meant to be president now. And there's a lot of voices out there that will not praise for what he's doing. He's a man of peace. He's a man of power. And he's a man of putting humanity back together. Okay, but there's the voices out there, and there's a lot of websites out there that refuse to let you voice your opinion, and TikTok is one of them. Elon Musk, his ex, is the only social media outlet that I know that I can post my opinions fairly. You know what I'm saying, okay? But at the end of the day, we have a lot of mentally ill people out there. We have a lot of drug addicted people out there. Just a lot of it, just a lot of everything, all right? COVID-19 was the catalyst. I mean, AIDS was just the start. It was the launch pad, but COVID-19 was the final match that lit everything, and there was a lot of greed involved with it. A lot of people made money off the passings from people that passed away from COVID-19, and as well from the vaccinations that were not thoroughly put together. And from what we all know, we already know what went on with the vaccinations, but they didn't take care of the illegal people. Okay, they didn't vaccinate them. They let them go into the school systems. They did a lot of bad things to spread the virus, no matter what. Virus, all right, no matter what. But the thing was, they were trying to put fear into the people. Look at the UK. Look at Europe. Look what's going on. They tried to do that here. They tried to do that here. Do you realize that? Can you guys look back and look into history, especially in the last 5 years and longer? Okay, persecuting a man trying to make this country wonderful, just like they persecuted Jesus. I'm not comparing any human to Jesus, but it's all on the same, that same thing. Okay, I'm asking President Donald J. Trump. I wrote you a lot of letters. There's a lot of letters at the White House. I'm telling you, I've done well over a year, almost 2 years of letters. And Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and your team, let's sit down. Let's put together one big, beautiful, healthy bill, okay? Let's get the vulnerable off the streets, the drug addicted that have the red tape. Let's get them into places for treatment and then start the treatment from there. We get a lot of money from tariffs, okay? And, the person from Venezuela, there was a mark on his head. We can put that money that wasn't spent towards, repair for mental health. But the Mental Health Systems Act, it must be federally funded, okay? Federally funded. All right, everybody. I always repeat myself, as you know that. It's like a broken record, but, you know, one day things will change, all right? I just want to let you know, no matter what, at the end of the day, evil never, ever wins. God bless you, God bless America, and God bless the world, okay? One big, beautiful, healthy bill, Mental Health Systems Act. Take care, stay well, and be aware of your surroundings, okay? The deflections are what they are. Look past them and you'll see the light. Take care, guys. Be well.